Huh? You ain't ready to work or what? Huh?
Jarrid Antil didn't always know he was going to be a personal trainer. Once he found himself training clients, though, he always knew he'd end up here. Antil's always had the goal of owning his own gym. Now he does, and it has just not changed his life, but many lives around the South Coast.
Truthfully, it was my pops. Honestly, I'd like to thank him for getting me into this. The real thing that drove me into this, honestly, was not making the baseball team. My freshman year, I tried out for the baseball team. I was academically ineligible. After our tryout, we had a meeting. I went into the coach's room, and they broke that bad news to me. Freaked out, called my dad. I said I needed something to do. He was like, well, bud, I'm going to the gym. You want to come with me? I kind of was skeptical about it. I didn't really want to, having an intimidation factor to it. Everyone being bigger, stronger than you already, But I just said, let's go. Excuse my language. But, that's what I said, and we went, and I never looked back from there, honestly. It was like a religious thing. We were always doing it, whether it was me and him or me and my friends doing it with him. It was like sport, dude. Every day we were doing it, we were getting after it, and that kind of sparked my love for this.
Antil would continue to pursue bigger and better goals in his fitness journey and would fall even more in love with the field of personal training and performance, strength, and conditioning. He would see results on and off the field and would begin to understand how important physical fitness really was to him and for his life.
As I got older, I got stronger. Testosterone, all that stuff plays a role. Your body's developing and stuff like that. Got bigger, faster, stronger. I was getting better at my sports, and I just realized how helpful this is. And not only that, it was just an outlet to escape everything else, just everyday life. And to get away from the sport, that I loved, and just let out some aggression when I wasn't doing good.
Antil would eventually begin working as a personal trainer. He would travel to various gyms and work at various gyms throughout his career, prior to owning 508 Performance, Strength, and Conditioning.
It's meeting the right person. So I tried doing Workout World. That wasn't what I wanted to do. I felt very gimmicky, car salesman-y. They were teaching us more like swipe a credit card. It was more about the money than it was about the person and the relationship you could get from doing personal training. That was pretty much it, dude. What stirred me outside of Workout World was getting into an athletic gym. I started doing that, and then it just right there sparked my interest even more.
Not only would Jarrid succeed as a personal trainer as his life went on, he would also continue to play football at a very high level, reaching a semi-professional and even professional level in the arena realm. And not only would he continue to play football, but he would begin coaching it as well and would coach at a high level at his alma mater, Fairhaven High.
That's pretty cool. The opportunity came about in 2019. I was messaged by actually my head coach at the time, Rudy Bogut. And he offered me a position to work with it, and I jumped right on it. And it was fun. We didn't do the best, but the experience itself and being able to teach the kids and not only teach them but learn from them was really cool. And it just opened other doors for me to coach other sports at the school I grew up wanting to play at. So being able to coach back at the town and show them how I played Fairhaven football and how I grew up to have, that Fairhaven high and always being the underdog of a smaller school and showing that we had fight and grit and being able to teach that to the younger generations and stuff. And it's pretty cool, and I wear that with pride, as do the coaches I coach with. And those guys bleed blue. They're Blue Devils, and they always will be. And I like to think I'm the same way. And learning under those guys like Derek Almeida, Rudy Boga, Dana Almeida, Scott Francis, Coach Joseph, it's all great. They're all a bundle of knowledge, and it's pretty cool to learn from all those guys that I kind of was under too, and I got to get coached by them. It's pretty cool experience.
I'm fast. I'll try. At least that's better than like most of the generation, though. At least he'll try. Most of the generation will just give up and be like, yeah.
Now, you offer obviously a wide range of different techniques and strength trainings here. GOTA being one of them.
Yep.
Tell me a little bit more about GOTA and how you got into that.
Truthfully, I don't know if you guys could see the dude behind me, but he's the one who brought it to my attention. And then from there, just like anything else that I really care about and like, I ran away with it. I got certified in it. I took a deep dive into it. I do it myself religiously. It's really helped me, man. I've gone away from like the whole strength training route. I still implement it with all my clients. I teach them all the fundamentals of it, just so when they go to college and stuff or the high school, they know what they're doing to an extent. But implementing the GOTA in all their daily workouts with me, I feel like it adds a big advantage to not only them, but in sport, but them in learning their body and stuff like that, and different ways to move.
Now, outside of that, what other like kind of services do you feel like you offer in terms of like the strength and conditioning, like overall for all ages and people like pursuing different goals?
We do a lot of like injury stuff. Like I'll help someone out with an injury or getting back on their feet with stuff. I don't really want to label myself as a rehabilitation guy. Like that's not what we really do. But I will help you get stronger. I will help in like injury prevention, athletic training. We run a HIIT class in here. We have multiple trainers in here that do all sorts of different styles of training, from being just certified with their basic certification and them leveling their game up in their own way.
So, again, going back towards more of like the business side of it, talk to me a little bit how like this specific opportunity came about to you.
It's hard work, staying consistent and believing in myself the whole time, and not letting like outside voices tell me to go do something else. There's not like a lot of security with this, so on and so forth. And I mean, I'm not, I don't mean to say this, but I guess I'm not really the best listener because I didn't listen to any of them and I just kept my foot down and doing what I was doing. But it kind of worked. So, believe in yourself. Well, I obviously living in New Bedford in the city. My business partner already had a business in the mill. He knew it was reasonable price-wise to get something really started and something at the scale and level we wanted to get started. This was probably like the easiest route and the most comfortable for us to make this work in here.
Now, what was that feeling like when you finally had the paperwork and you finally got in here and were able to finally start building?
Nah, it didn't hit until put the first piece of floor down, man. It was cool. I felt like I've done it before though, so like moving gyms. So like that wasn't different, but once everything was settled in, and like the fact that I took a deep breath and realized that me and my partner Cam realized that this is ours, dude. Like this is crazy. I don't know. I still kind of like don't believe it at times. Not gonna lie.
We're gonna hold it till fail. When we come up, we got bicep curls, right? It's gonna be 15 to stop. Hammer curls, 15 to stop. Tricep extension, many reps as possible. Restop. 10 minutes. Failure. Listen, first set. I'm worried about these two.
All right,
I'm gonna change the reps.
15, failure.
Yes. Start it over. Failure, 12, 12, fail.
Right.
Failure, 10, 10, fail.
So you're going by like,
Failure, 8, 8, fail. Failure, 6, 6,
go
fail.
down by 3 the first time, and go down by 2.
After that. You guys ready? Let's go.
It shows a lot of value, value in what I do. Again, it's bigger than just the dollar sign and like the strength training and stuff like that. I think it's the person and what they buy into, and and how far we go from there. Continue to grow, and we have been. I have a lot of people who have been with me from square one. I have a lot of new people adding from those people from square one. And I'm trying to just get the same reaction from them and carry this out.
Now, as you journeyed around, obviously been to like different spots, different gyms, working towards obviously having your own place.
Yeah.
Do you think that work also speaks towards like what you can pitch to anybody getting into the gym? Not only are you proven to be a hard worker and dedicated for your own self in terms of athletics, but also in terms of being able to get to having and owning your own business.
It's just hard work, man. And again, someone to buy into you. you know, and that's what I had. I got lucky to have someone buy into me, and because they know how much I buy into what I do and how much results I get out of it, whether it's someone gaining results in just strength or just mentally, you know, just being able to help someone out. And I think the person who bought into me really sees that I bring that out, and it's more than just the money and the training. It's like a family environment, a friendly environment. I mess around with the kids, they mess around with me, we have some fun, I get mad, you know, it's just a circle of it.
Don't just take Jarrid's word for it, though. We want you to hear from clients, live clients, on what their thoughts on training with Jarrid is like and what their thoughts on the new facility is like. Stay tuned for that next.
So my favorite thing about coming here is Jarrid's so welcoming to any new members. It doesn't matter if you're a girl, boy, older, younger, you play sports, no matter what sport you play, he'll always let you in with open arms. He's always happy, cracking jokes, and put a smile on your face. There's no reason not to want to come here.
6 years. I've been coming to Jarrid for 6 years. Just seeing him improve as a trainer, seeing him go independent, that was the best feeling for me, because he's like an older brother to me. So him being successful is me being successful too.
I like that he is always bringing in different things that I wouldn't do if I used to work out by myself, and he introduces me to a lot of different exercises that I probably would have never tried on my own. It's interesting. I've watched a lot of these kids. I've been here 6 years. I've watched a lot of them growing up. I've watched a lot of them develop. So, and you know, I've developed some relationships with them, some little friendships. So it's a pretty cool experience. He's always had a great relationship with Deja. They hit it off pretty much right up from the start. And she feels comfortable with him, and you know, she comes sometimes by herself. I don't have any problems with that. She's actually even working here with him some days. So they've developed a good friendship.
I feel like it's a lot more easier to train with kids that also go with them instead of just being around different people. Because you get along with kids even better, and when you're with kids that you get along with, I feel like you work out better.
I just want to level up my game, get stronger at basketball, and prepare for my junior season at JNPB Boca.
Now, what are you looking to do beyond high school, and are you looking to continue to play basketball after that?
After high school, I really want to get a scholarship to at least a JUCO or D3 level college and be able to play overseas.
You think Jarrid's going to help you take you to that level?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, you feel like you're probably not just training people physically, but also being able to be in a position of being a coach. Or
like a mental coach too, like a role model, you know, the bigger brother, you know, and that's like one thing I buy into doing this. Like I love being the bigger brother. You know, everyone has their mood and their bad days, but you know, I try to get the best out of everyone. We laugh in here, we make fun of each other in a good way, you know, and we get after it too. This is very small for what we have for goals and plans with this, but this is just the start, and there have been some hiccups throughout this, and if there wasn't those hiccups, you know, we wouldn't be learning and being able to grow this to the best of its ability. But I think like the big difference in this whole thing is the man behind this, and it's me. And not to sound arrogant or anything like that, but you know, my goals and ideas with training, and it's not just training, it's more the impact I make with the person and the relationships I'm making with people and trying to help people and not just worry about, you know, accolades and the strengths and all that. You know, it's the impacts we make, it's the friendships, it's the picking someone up that's down and then picking you up when you're down, because I've had some people in here pick me up when I'm down, you know, and it's just bigger than just like every other gym that you go to, and they just want your dollar, they want your credit card, they just want that, you know, where we are a brand and we want people to present this and represent it the right way, and that's through, you know, 110% hard work, but also being friends and family, you know, and watching each other's back and helping each other, uplift each other, and we're all here to get better.
Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to follow Jarrid and the Rufus Rundown on all social medias, and be sure to subscribe to the channel for more content as well.
I don't think you can finish it off better than that, Jarrid. Thank you. You got it.
Thank you. Always a pleasure. Add that in. I want that out. I don't like that. That's not what I want. New equipment.
You want me to ask? You want me to ask that same question?
Damn it.
Ask you what environment.
Got him. I f***ed up.